First and foremost, I would like to give praise, thanks, and gratitude unto the Most High, and due respect unto all chief men and elders in Israel. I bid you in the tongue of my forefathers, I bid you shalom. And today's lessons, like I stated in my intro, is going to be based on the beginning, which is going to be Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 on, and it goes as such. Hallelujah. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth, and all the earth was without form and void, and the darkness upon the face of the upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw the light, and it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And the evening and the morning was the first day. Now, with that being said, all the signs the Most High, the Creator of all existence, showing us all His wondrous works and all His pleasures for His reason, for our understanding to know that He's the Creator. And what I mean by our understanding, He give us these signs to show us His way, so we don't lead on to our own understanding. It's a difference, and I'm going to explain what the difference is by our understanding and our own understanding. Our own understanding is thinking about, well, it was just here, it just happened. And our understanding the Father give us, He's showing us His understanding of His creations. And without the Father, it's no us. So, all these so-called scientists can throw out the Big Bang Theory, that the world was created in the bang, and it was all type of dinosaurs and cavemen and monkeys that so happened became man. No. The Father clearly said He created the earth, and He showed us inside of this here book that He is the Creator. He the manifester of all earth. And reason why I come this way is before that, like I said in my intro, I watch TV, mostly the news. They sending people up in spaceships and all type of spacecraft, all type of camera, all type of satellite going up in here. What they want up there? Everything is downstairs right here. Right here on the face of the earth. And by me going from one detail to the next detail until the present day, will give you eye-opener that the Most High God is our creator of all nations, not just Israel. It's just the thing about Israel, we his peculiar, we his chosen. And God said, let the light, Slicker. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And Slicker, and God said, Slicker, and God made the firmament and divided the waters which were underneath the firmament from the waters and which were above the firmament. So it was so. And God called the firmament heaven. And the evening and the morning was the second day. You see? The evening and the morning was the second day. Not after 12. Which everybody in these days and times think, okay, after 12 o'clock is the next day. No. In the evening. In the day. The evening set you up for the next day. Once the sun go down. That's preparing us for the next day. Not after 12. And God said, let the waters underneath the earth be gathered together onto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth. And the gathering together of the waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, and herbs yielding seeds, and fruit trees yielding fruits after its own kind, whose seeds are in itself upon the earth. And it was so. Now, even the land have seeds in itself, and the trees yielding fruits, whose seeds in itself. Meaning, we don't eat fruits without no seeds, whom man made. That is truly not good for our bodies. It's harmful to our health. Those things and those fruits that were created and bring forth with no seeds was created in the lab. They make these seeds only to make one harvest at a time. This is what they make their money off of. Revenue. Everything in these days and times is about money. Oh yeah, I know people saying out there, oh yeah, we got to pay our bills, we got to do this, we got to do that. No. We got to serve and obey the Most High, and the Most High will provide for us. And like I said, the difference between our understanding and our own understanding. Do not lean onto your understanding to feel that you have to just go out there and just make money and do whatever you need to make money. Everything got to be in a set order. And touching a little bit more basis to show more the proof that the Father words is strong. Going back to the fruits in the land. when the Father made this fruit, he made the grass. If you notice, you walk in the grass and little specks kick up and you think it's dust. That's a seed kicking up, being replanted in itself so it could grow forth. It grow up, continuously growing. Just like the fruit trees, continuously growing. That's why God put the seeds in itself so it can reproduce. It can multiply, replenish itself. Not just to be consumed. Everything was made to multiply, replenish the earth. And God said, let the light in the firmament of the heavens be divided, the days from night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days, and for years. You see it? Let me go back into that. And God said, let there be light in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night. And let there be for signs, for the seasons, for the days, and for the years. This is how we knew what day it was, what year, what month, what season. By the stars, the sun, and the moon. Not no calendar. Everything now, man-made, is trying to outdo what the Father have created. But they don't have the sense enough to gain his common sense, his knowledge, his wisdom. We only have a seed of it, a speck, and they turn that speck into a high fraction, in which a fraction is a little short piece. For all those mathematicians out there that know fractions. Fractions are just a small piece, and we just have a fraction of it. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens, to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule by night, as well as the stars. And when you look at it, what God put the stars up there for, it was the original navigation system. Not these new GPS systems that when you put them in your car, you tell them to go A, but they send you to Z. Because anything man-made, it's no good. You may have certain information to get you from one point to the next. The stars in them days was the perfect navigation. To get from one region to the next. And I know you don't see it yet because we haven't reached there. But this is just the beginning. This is just the breakdown. And God said, let them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day. The fourth day. He continues his working. He carried on his creation. You know, there's a lot of people out here saying that, how can man believe in God? But I'm going to be open and honest with you. I don't believe in God. I know that there's a God. Because believing, you're not sure. But knowing, you are sure. For an example, someone say, Kimwell, is it going to rain tomorrow? I believe so. I'm not sure. So you can't believe. You have to know. And I know that there's a God. Every morning I wake up. Every night I go to sleep. As from the beginning, night turned into day, day turned into night. We have the seasons. We have rain season. We have summer, winter, fall. We have all these seasons. The months is turning, continuously going for years and years and years and years, and never stop. So how can somebody say that there is no God? They got to be out their mind. Or just a fool. They have no trust in the Father. You must trust in the Most High with all our heart, with all our soul, and with all our might. Well, let's continue. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly and the moving creatures that live, and the fowl that fly above the earth, and the open firmament of the heavens. And God created the great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters bring forth abundantly after their kind, and every winged fowl after its kind. And God saw it was good. And God blessed them, and saying, be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters of the seas, and let the fowls multiply the earth. And the evening and the morning was the fifth day. Just like I said earlier, everything is to be multiplied and replenished for continuously generation. We have our generations as mankind, as well as the sea creatures, the fowl of the air, the cattle, the beasts. Everything have its generation. Not just us. Every being that's it's on the face of the earth, underneath the waters, in the air, have to continuously reproduce in order to carry on. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creatures after its kind, cattle and creeping and beasts of the earth after its kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after its kind, the cattle after their kind, and every creepeth upon the earth after its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and that creepeth upon the earth. And God created man in his own image, and in the image of God created he him, male and female created them. We was the last to be created, and everything forming its own. And as I go on, it's going to be breaking down into an order. To which we understand to this day here. And God blessed them. And God said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish and of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and every living thing that moveth upon the earth. This is why he created us. So we could subdue the land, have dominion over it. But we so set in our minds, we forget what our purpose is here. Everybody is into having fun, partying, drinking, drugging. Just an all out freak show. No caring about his neighbor. No, although we the nation of Israel, we have to look out for Israel. And there's other nations that God set aside that we did deal with. But it's not of us. We have the dominion even over them. But we have to set ourselves right. And all through my teachings, you're going to hear me give due respect to all my teachers on a continuously basis, because my teachers taught me the perfect way of gaining the understanding of the Most High's law. And when I say perfect understanding of the Most High law, I mean by everyday living. Going to work, coming from work, socializing, interacting with different people, different nations. You just get a feel for who's who, what is what their real purpose is here. And a lot of people's purpose is no good in this land. Just speaking the truth. Now, as I continue on building from the beginning, I keep on saying the beginning, because if you don't understand the beginning, you wouldn't understand the present. This is why we lost, because you have to break it down from the beginning. Not saying take them back to kindergarten, but you got to handle people in that order. Because not everybody have the same mentality. Everybody's mentality is on a different level. And by reading this from the beginning, and while I'm breaking it down, you can go back and read it yourself and gain that understanding of it. Now let us continue. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seeds, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of the tree yielding seeds, to you it shall be for meat. And every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. So, what that means is, in the beginning of time, men wasn't necessarily eating flesh. We was eating fruits and herbs from the land. That's how we gain our nourishment and was satisfied from our hunger. You see, all this was broken down from the beginning. Even before he mentioned us. This is just a plate of food that he given us. A taste before he break it down in full effect. And God saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening